Hello, how are you doing? Billy Tyndall is my name. I was born and reared in the Claddagh in Galway, and I've been living in Galway all my life. I'm due to retire shortly, and actually this is my this is my occupation for retirement. We're up in Eyre Square Market. We have this market on every weekend. We'll be running into October with this market. So it's time for an early Christmas gift or a late summer gift we can supply either to you. Now, I grew up in the Claddagh. My father was from Dublin. My mother was from Claddagh. But thankfully, my father, even though it took him a long time, he was a gifted artist or a natural artist. But eventually, I got the hang of it. It took a long time. But I learned that I did a degree in art as well. But I learned mainly at home, and finally got there and just decided with the years left to me to do my art. Now that I'm finishing the day job. I went to the Claddagh school and then I went to the Bish. As I say, it was at that time it was fine.
Would it have been different back then to today, would you say, schooling?
Well, it would have been mainly into languages. We did English, Irish, Latin and French. Would have been stricter, yeah, they were stricter, but at the same token, they were very good teachers.
What did you do after school, Billy?
After school, actually, I worked at markets with my father, and then I opened up a place in Galway, Billy's Bargain Stores, which went well for many years. And most people, a lot of people in Galway didn't know me as Billy Tyndall, they knew me as Billy's Bargains. And that has stuck until today. But eventually, with the supermarkets and with the change in retail patterns around where I was in the West, I took a 9-to-5 job I've been at that for the last 30 years. But it was a welcome return to retail when tiny traders opened up. It gave me the opportunity to get back into retail. And I was just amazed at all the differences that had happened over the years, mainly for the better. Things had improved.
Has Galway changed since you were a young fella to now?
It certainly has, because when I was younger, when I was at school days, the only time there was a bit of life in Galway was race week, because all the people came home from England. The youth had gone away. We hadn't got multinational factories that time. They came in with the EU. Now, that's led to traffic problems and it's led to high house prices. I mean, there's costs to be paid, but there wasn't much in town that time. A lot of it was derelict.
What about passions and hobbies?
Well, I suppose my hobby is the art. And thankfully now, as I say, a bit more time, I can spend time at it. I found when I was working 9-to-5 and doing these markets, I wasn't actually painting. I was getting less done of it than ever. Well, I suppose I'm at my happiest now. I'm looking forward to getting my freedom in a month or two. I have only about 6 weeks to go, and to start at this for the full time.
Well, what would be your proudest memory?
Well, I suppose our proudest moment was when we actually got started again, 12 months ago. And what I was happy about was there's always an element of risk. Would it work? Wouldn't it work? But when you saw it work, not so much for the money, but just to make the sales, it was great. It was great to make your own stuff and sell it to the market.
Do you have any regrets?
I suppose if I would have had my life to live all over again, I would have probably changed things. Probably not spent so long in the 9-to-5 job. But sometimes life gets in the way and you have houses and you have kids and one thing or another, so it's hard to break from that.
If you could go back in time to a young and give young Billy one bit of advice, what would that be?
Would be to actually make your own stuff and sell it rather than buy it. Cut out the wholesaler and the manufacturer.